I'm here with Diana Harshbarger, who's running for 1st District Congress on the Republican ticket. First off, Diana, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, Reid. I am a native of Kingsport. I was born in a small community outside of Kingsport called Bloomingdale. And I was the first one in my family to graduate from high school and the first one to graduate from college. And I went on and got a doctorate of pharmacy degree from Mercy University College of Pharmacy. And I've been a pharmacist for 33 years and a business owner for over 30. And one thing I learned growing up and being the first one to graduate from high school and college is that there is no substitute for hard work. And that's something that my parents taught me and, that I've tried to teach my son. And hopefully I'll convey to my grandchildren. You can do anything that you need to and that you want to if you just work hard enough.
So, why have you decided to run for election?
Well, honestly, I think our nation is at a tipping point. And, I have a son and two grandsons, and I've mentored kids for 24 years. I've taught Sunday school for 24 years. And now these children have families of their own. And I look at the way our nation is leaning, and if it goes too far to the left, I don't think it's coming back. And we have to represent the values that that East Tennessee holds dear, and I want to be the voice for those values. And I've said it all along. You know, we don't need more government in our business. We need more business-minded people in government, and that's what I hope to do is just bring simplicity to Congress, unite the Republican Party to get me elected, but also get our president and Ambassador Haggerty elected to where we can do what we need to do for this nation, and especially for East Tennessee.
And what do you think is the biggest issue the country is facing right now?
Well, I think one of the biggest issues is the national debt. And to me, one of the biggest threats to our national security is our national debt. And what happens is there's adversarial nations that would absolutely hold our debt, and our kids and our grandkids are going to be beholden to those adversarial countries that honestly do not like us. And it's no doing of their own, but what we have to do is we can't spend more than we bring in. That's the bottom line. And a balanced budget amendment is one of those things that will hopefully help get the nation back in kilter and get us back on the path to self-reliance.
And narrowing it down a bit, what do you think is the biggest issue that is facing Tennessee right now?
I think that one of the biggest things facing our district is going to be economic development and bringing good-paying jobs, high-paying jobs into our district. And, that's what I want to be an advocate for. I've been a problem solver for 33 years, and you can't fix a problem if you don't understand there is a problem. And working with the people and the economic developers in our district, that's something we can work on and get those people into those high-paying jobs so they can support their families and they'll be self-sufficient and they won't need things that from the government. Like in a lot of places with the PPP, with the businesses and everything, that's kept us going because COVID has hit Tennessee pretty hard. And we want those businesses to thrive, and we want to help them out in time of need, but we also want to get people back to work.
So, what are your plans if you are elected?
Well, I want to go up, and I want to be the voice for the East Tennessee's values. And the only way to do that is to stand up and say what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I think that being a healthcare provider and running a business, you take that ability to Washington and you help where you can. And healthcare is a huge issue on the table. And how do we solve that? And how do we bring drug pricing down? How is there transparency with our healthcare? How can we make healthcare affordable? Those are things that we can tackle, and that's where my expertise is. But just supporting our president and standing up and fighting against an adversary like China, trying to get our manufacturing back into this country. There's a lot of things on the agenda and I want to support our president in every one of those things.
And is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Well, you know what? I am proud that the first district elected me to represent them. It's an honor, and it's very humbling, and to be the first woman elected for this position is a huge honor. And, you know, I wasn't successful because I was a woman. I was successful as a woman. And I want the first district to know that nobody's going to work any harder for them, that I am absolutely accessible. I want to meet each and every one of the constituents in the district. And if they have a question or a problem, I'm going to have an open door policy once elected. And I'm there to fight for them because I love this district. My home is in East Tennessee. It's not Washington, D.C. And I want them to know that we're here whenever they need us.
That was Diana Harshbarger. She's running for 1st District Congress on the Republican ticket.